everyone, it's me again. I'm Lena and I'm from the Healthcare Landscape Group. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my D1, which is about progress week 64. In this video, I'm going to cover 6 main parts. The first part is what have I learned, the challenges I faced. Following that is the goals. Next, the improvements that I've made, the discussion in the meeting, and lastly, the works for next week. So let's get started on our first part. What have I learned? Well, last week I have gained my knowledge from the stages of pregnancy and what measures should the pregnant woman take when she's during the 3 stages of pregnancy and also during the postpartum period. That is what have I learned. The challenges that I faced. There are several challenges that I faced this week. The first part is sending in the feedback. I forgot to send in the feedback, but I did listen to all of the Kennedy's video, but forgot to send in the feedback. That's one thing I should remember to do. The second one is make my writing better, more advanced. Feel like it's in an IELTS style. I need to use the IELTS style writing template and apply it to my writing. Next, I need to do the problems. I need to solve the problems correctly and look through carefully and thoroughly at each individual statement to see what it's trying to, what it's hinting me about, what is it wanting me to solve, how is it leading me into it, and then I should make the meeting better and more interesting, intriguing by making several adjustments to my meeting plan, because it is the same as any week, which is boring and dull. The next one is my goals. The goals is just like my challenges, sending in all of the words, make my writing better and more advanced by adding in some more vocabulary and adding in a wide variety of sentences, structures, and things like that. Then I also need to do the problems correctly and make the meeting more intriguing. Those are all of my goals. Next, we'll move on to the improvements this week. The improvements that I have made this week is sending in all of the works on time, and I've led the meeting great. I believe that I've led the meeting adequately. And yeah, those are the improvements that I've made. I should make more improvements this week, and that is also one of my goals too. The discussion in the meeting. We focus on 2 main areas, though we also talked about the self-reflection in the first part. In the first part, we talked about the greetings, then went to the self-reflection, where we went over our goals, challenges, improvements, just the self-reflection over our performance during the last week. Then we moved on to the third part, which is the math and healthcare, in which we discussed on the DE3, the exponents part 5, and gave each other comments on how we should improve our work through the feedback. Then for the final part, not the final part, it's the 4th part, the main work. We talked about the stages of pregnancy, in which Kennedy and I take turns talking to each other and asking each other questions on the stages of pregnancy, like what measures should the pregnant woman take when she's in stage 1, stage 2, or stage 3. That is the discussion in the meeting. Finally, we talked about the works next week, which leads us to the final part, the works next week. The works next week include the DE1, which is on the progress week 63 and week 64. The DE2 and the main work will be on the human development stages, which will be talking about the stages of the human development. How does the baby form inside the womb of the pregnant woman? And yeah, that is our main work and our DE3. For the DE3, we will talk about the exponents part 6, which Mrs. Pratt have sent in during the last week. And those are all of my progress week, of the ideas that I have for my progress week 64. I hope that you learn something new from this video or review some of the things that you have learned. Thank you for listening to my video, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!